Hi, lovely souls. My name is Anu. Welcome to my channel, ProDivinity 1111. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you for coming back. It is always good to see you. And if you're new, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel as an energy exchange. I would really love that. So this reading is for Aquarius, the air sign Aquarius for the month of August 2020. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising. I always say, you may want to check Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sun is what you're born with. It's part of how you're wired. Moon is how you analyze and think things, but Rising is what you're here to build, what you're supposed to do in life. So, but if you're here, there's definitely going to be at least a couple or two or three messages that are going to apply to you. Take what resonates and just leave the rest. And that's the other thing I wanted to say. We'll do a quick check. This time I'm changing the format. We'll do a 9-card spread to see the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. And we'll clarify with the Lenormand. And at the end, I want you to think of one question that you want the angels to ask. And then we're going to use the angels' answers oracle deck to get an answer for that. All right, so let's kick it off. Aquarius, August. What's happening? You're opening the door of August with the 6 of Swords. So this is a really strong start. It indicates moving away from choppy waters and coming. In other traditional texts, you'll see the person touching land, but this is really, he's looking at the back, looking at all the choppy waters, but he's rowing away, right? So starting the month, which means you have left the difficulties behind. The choppy waters are in your past. You're moving out of those. And next is 8 of Wands. And then once you become stable, boom, 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 boom. A lot of changes, a lot of movement. Could be physical movement. Are you moving homes? Are you moving jobs, businesses? Are you talking and connecting a lot like I am? Jabbering away right now, but this is a lot of passion and a lot of action. Can mean journeys, physical or emotional, internal or external, or it can simply just mean like a lot of communication, a lot of text messaging, a lot of talking back and forth with people, connecting with people. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, really strong. She is very content, very on top of things. She's got her house in order. Again, do not associate gender with these, but this is like a feminine energy, and feminine energy gives birth, creates, but she also has a mean business side to her, right? She's the CFO of the house. So beginning of the month, you're leaving behind something that was a bit tumultuous in the past, and then you're quickly moving forward with a lot of energy and passion and really feeling and being empowered in your energy to create. So let's see what's in the middle of the month. That's a hell of a start. Wow, you got the Fool. In the middle of the month, you're going to take a leap of faith, or the universe is supporting if you want to, really start something new. This is a major arcana. This, the card is the number 0 card in all of tarot. The tarot, all the cards actually represent the journey, the different phases that this character, the Fool, goes through over time, right? How like he comes into magician, manifesting, and then, intuition, all those things. Then he gets wiser over time, and then the cycle ends. So all of that begins with the Fool. So there is a new beginning coming in the middle of the month. I've been telling this to other signs too. It is a very powerful month, astrologically speaking. I would highly recommend to watch or read on August 8th, which is Lionsgate. There are big positive energies opening. The planets are the star. Sirius is going to be closest to the Earth. And then the new moon in Leo on the 18th of August. Those are significant dates that affect everybody. And there are a lot of positive changes. So, why not capitalize on them? And then you have the King of Swords. So in the middle of the month, and this is your core because it's going to be the central card for a 9-card spread. King of Swords is a person, is a boss man. He doesn't take bullshit from anyone. He knows what he wants and he just goes for it. So it's a very powerful energy. It is very, very strong, extremely confident, and extremely capable too. But the sword, the King of Swords, can be a little harsh, so to speak, right? So we'll see what other energies come around it. Just watch out for the harshness, but this king has a lot of focus, and when they put their mind to something, they're going to do it at whatever cost. And that's what we want to watch out for. Yeah. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. Of course, hell yeah. If you're the Fool, you're starting something new with so much focus, you're going to come into the Ten of Pentacles energy, which is really, well, money. There's enough dough in the bank, right? But also like feeling, this is also a very feeling fulfilled in your family life or whatever, like even if you're single, what means that you feel at home and you feel well taken care of, very accomplished and very stable. 10 is the highest number for, like 10 of Pentacles is the highest money number you can get. So very solid in the middle of the month. And let's see how we're closing out. This card has come out, I think, 90% of the readings I've done for August so far, Judgment. So we're closing the month with the Judgment card. This says whatever was unjust, whatever was not fair, will finally get resolved by the end of the month, right? So as if these cards weren't good indicators enough, you Six of Swords, the Fool, and then coming into Judgment, things are going to turn around. You know that the shakiness is going to go away and things are going to turn out in your favor. I'm not sure if this is a litigation thing or not. I don't usually read it as litigation. I read it more as things that were probably not excuse me, probably not fair at work or in relationships or whatever that was. So it is going to solve. It's going to get solved. That's what it's saying. And you're going to walk out of the Three of Swords. Okay. There is going to be like you know, there's so much powerful energy of creation. You know, once it's like go, 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 right? Once you use the adrenaline up, you've done and accomplished your goals, when you sit down and relax, that's when you kind of reflect. And sometimes it's possible to like remember the old hurts, right? So we're going to clarify this. I really feel this is reflecting on the past and the disappointments that you may have had in the past. I don't always read this as a literal heartache. I see it mostly as disappointments, but in some cases, depending on your situation, it could be a third party or you know, a literal heartbreak. I don't get too many third party situations or type of energies in my readings usually. And then you end up with the Knight of Cups. So, you know, it's like moving forward and operating from a heart space, right? So getting more into a gentler energy because the hardships are over, your heart is healing, and then you're really kind of embodying the Knight of Cups, who really is the most, I would say, softest knight in the deck, who comes forward more with emotions. So really embracing and honoring your emotions. Okay, so let's clarify and see. It's a very, okay, how many major arcanas? 1, 2. 2 major arcanas. You've got a 10, you've got a king, and a queen and a knight. So there's a lot of elevation and a lot of court cards here. I read them as your energy. I depending on the situation, and you read them as other people, usually it's your energy that I pick up on, or you embodying these. Okay, so let's see. What is the Six of Swords about? Clock Tower. So Clock Tower in the Lenormand, it's different than the tower in tarot, to be clear. The clock tower represents isolation. It represents also on the positive side, like being high up in your tower and being protected. But because it's coming up with the Six of Swords, it tells me you've probably been in isolation for a long time. And also the world has been, right? But this is for you. I feel like this is your individualistic energy where you've been hiding, you've been protecting yourself, but now is the time to come out of that energy with the Six of Swords. You can move forward from that. So what's the Eight of Wands about? The Anchor. Wow, these are opposing. So when they're opposing cards, they really mean anchor usually is something, of course, that stabilizes you, but also holds you right where you are, right? So these are a bit of opposing energy. It's saying it's time, you're done being held back and you're ready to charge ahead. So that's what this is clarifying. I feel like the theme here is there was something where you were kind of hiding, not hiding, I don't mean like physically hiding, but, you know, mentally hiding from the world. and you had anchored on certain things just to feel safe. But now is a time in August to really move forward and feel okay about it, like be confident about it. So let's just quickly see what the Queen of Pentacles is about. The Sun. That's the most positive card again, just like the tarot. This means light. There is, the confusion is lifted, the veils have lifted, there's brightness, there's joy, there's opportunities. Just the darkness is lifting. That's what it means. So embrace that energy, be in the Queen of Pentacles, personality or persona to really take advantage. And yes, it is time to move forward from these things that were holding you back and coming out of the choppy waters. So the Fool, let's see, middle of the month, what's the Fool about? Again, same thing, the Grave. Grave is equivalent to the Death card in tarot. So you're ending the old patterns. You're ending these tumultuous things, whether it was a health issue, like physical fitness, your diet, did you have bad diet patterns? You're putting an end to that. Or whatever this is something that was not in your highest good. So you're putting an end to that and taking a leap forward to something new. This is very clear, very, very clear reading. So what's the King of Swords? Smack dab in the middle, you're like, I don't want no crap from anybody. What is this about? Because I want to go after my gifts. I want to receive, I want to have fun, I want to have joy, I want to feel loved, and really enjoy the finer things in life, right? And for that, you have to cut out things that weigh you down. That's what the King of Swords energy is. Wow. That's really good to have like right in the middle. And 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. New cycle. Again, new cycle. Killing the old, walking away from the old, new. Again, you have the moon. The moon in Lenormand is really about new cycles. So watch out for the new moon on the 18th. So I think the energies usually, they say, begin 3-4 days before the new moon and last, up until 2 weeks after. Or is it the month after? I don't know. I'm not an astrologer. But that's where the energy, so this is why mid-month, you may start feeling some new opportunities coming around, which is going to be a completely brand new cycle. That's going to bring you so much satisfaction and fulfillment with the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Judgment towards the end of the month. Judgment is clarified by the Lady. The Lady and the Norman, it can literally mean a woman. If this is you, this could be that, things are finally going to be in your favor. They're going to be just. Or if it's somebody else, it could, again, who's not done you right. It could be a feminine energy too. Like it could be a boss, it could be a male boss, but, with a feminine energy, it doesn't matter. But if someone has not been right to you, justice will be served, right? That's what this is. There's going to be judgment. You're going to come out of that phase. This could also represent you. So this is all about like also knowing, following your consciousness, following your inner knowing, which is like, if you think about the female energy is more internal. So following that as well, right? Just hone into that, whatever scenario applies to you. But either way, I feel like it's a very soft, serene energy because it's paired with the Judgment card. So what is the Three of Swords about? What is the Three of Swords about? Clouds, yeah. So clouds are, again, things that were not clear. There were, in the Normand, sorry, I'm trying to read because they're usually like small writings on these cards. So distortions, blurred, problems, dilemmas. So I feel this is, as I said early on, this is probably reflecting back on what you're coming from, right? So there's a little bit of like, just reflecting in general and seeing where I've come from. But then what Spirit is saying is the advice is like, yes, understand that. Remember what you learned from it. You're coming out. You came and you're coming out much stronger from it. The clouds are disappearing. So carry that wisdom for you and try to heal your heart. Don't be stuck in the hurt of it or the disappointment of it. But this was a necessary experience in your life. And I know it's hard, but trust me, when I say this, I understand it. Our past problems generally turn us into like much stronger individuals, but the heartache takes a while to go away, right? But you're coming out of it. That's what I'm seeing. Because you have the Knight of Cups right after, which is like a beautiful. Okay, I'm going to draw one more because we got the sickle. Yeah, I see what it's going. And the letter. So letter is, again, crafting, documenting, writing a message, reflecting, all of that. And so the Knight of Cups is clarified by the sickle and the letter. The sickle is a very quick, swift energy, right? You just cut something out. And I feel as you're coming to the close, you're actually trying to cut away this feeling. That's what's happening, because this is followed by the Knight, right? Do you see like how from a heartache or disappointment, you actually come into a softer energy where you're operating from your heart. And this is like you're doing a deflection. I feel this is a strong deflection at this point, and that's what I'm seeing. It's very, I would say, hats off to your determination. And remember this, when you get in that feeling, it's like when you feel disappointed, it's like, no, I gotta snap out of it, because whatever you put energy in is what grows, right? So when you think of that, you're like, oh, I'm gonna snap out of it. I'm gonna get positive. I'm gonna be the Knight of Cups. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be lucky. And then that's how we turn things around. So let's do a quick circle and then start thinking about the question you want to ask, and I'll draw this later. But what I see is you're beginning the month with being a little isolated. You've been not locked up, but metaphorically hiding away from the world. Coming into the middle, you're putting an end to that, and you're coming into a very fair outcome towards the end of the month, where you will still remember some of the cloudy or dark times that you had, but you're going to snap out of it and you're going to write your own destiny. The letter card is like literally crafting the message of your life, right? This is a new cycle with the moon, and it's going to be really bright. Here, the anchor goes both ways, and it's going to be a bright beginning where you're going to feel really stable. But if this was something that was holding you back, you're moving out of it, because in the center, you're the king, you got the power, and you're going to reap the benefits, and you're going to make life beautiful. Okay, beautiful, really beautiful. Okay, all right. So ask your question. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. If any of this, I would love to hear if you want to share any of the context behind these messages. I really like hearing that when some of the messages make sense. So up to you. Thank you. All right, get you ready. We're going to draw a card for your question. Okay, if the answer is a timing type of answer, so whatever your question was, a year from now, that's what that means to you. Okay, I like to tie the oracle answers, even though they were like based on questions, back to the reading, because I feel there's always messages that go around. This to me means a year from now, you're not going to remember any of this crap. It's going to be a completely different life. Just remember this. You have the sun coming out, all right? This is the transition time. This is the month where things are going to start turning forward, and you're not going to remember this disappointment a year from now. You'll look back and you'll be proud. I am proud of you. I'm really proud of you. So I wish you much love and light. I hope this helps to whatever extent. I hope to see you next month. Please subscribe. Much love and light. Namaste. Take care. Bye.